Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. I'm going to show you today on this Keurig K Cafe, we're going to make a herbal tea. These things taste really good and they turn out really well in these K. You can use this on most Keurig machines. Then I'm also going to show you why, so after you do a herbal tea or something, they want you to run water through here. I'll show you that there is some residual kind of tea left over after you do a tea. So let's do a tea. We're going to lift this up. We're going to put this in. Now I've looked on the packaging. You're supposed to find out exactly what size of drink they want you to run through these. I could not find it anywhere on this one. But I have found that the 10 ounce tastes pretty good. So you're going to treat that K-Cup just like a coffee. You're going to hit the coffee button, and you're going to hit the 10 ounce button, and then the center button. That's going to run hot water through that K-Cup into your drink. It's a really nice looking tea, and it tastes pretty good and smells really good too. These are all natural. It says it's caffeine free. So this is a hot tea. And there you go. There you got your tea drink. Okay, so we're going to take the K-Cup out. I'm going to cut this open because even these tea K-Cups are really intricate. So here we have the K-Cup. It pokes a hole in the top to shoot the hot water. And I've cut the bottom off, but it pierces the bottom to let the tea out. And it's got a nice filter basket, kind of like a coffee K-Pod. Now I'm going to cut the top open. Okay, so I've got the top cut open. I'm no tea expert, but that looks like some really good tea. And let's dump it out. And there you go. That's what's inside this tea K-Cup. Now this is kind of a more expensive one. These are made by Keurig, but it tastes really well. Okay, so we've just made our tea, and let's say somebody wanted to make a coffee next. I want to show you, so they recommend you running just a liquid through here. Just no K-Cup inside here, running fresh water through here to kind of clean it out, and I'll show you why. So we'll hit the latte button, and they recommend using the 8 ounce. So you're just going to pretend like you're doing a coffee 8 ounce, but it's just going to be clean water. But you're going to see that water coming out of there is not particularly clean. So if somebody was doing a coffee next after you, they might get a little tea taste. And these teas are pretty strong, so they're going to taste that in their coffee. So there, we would just dump that out, and now you'd be ready to brew your coffee. Okay, so I tasted that water I threw out, and it did have a little bit of a hint of tea. This tea is pretty strong. And what happens is so after you do the tea, you may have a little bit of residual on that needle, or you may have a little bit on that needle. And the next time you do like a coffee or your next drink through here, you may get a little bit of that through there. So now I'm going to try it again, and let's see if there's any more taste. After running that 1 cup of water through there, that 8 ounce, let's try it again. Coffee 8 ounce. Yeah, I can tell already the water is much clearer than that last cup of water we ran through. And I'll give it a taste and see if there's any hint of tea in it. So that water is much clearer, and it doesn't have there's no taste of that tea in it now. So Keurig does sell these rinse pods. Let's try them. I'm going to brew another tea, and then we'll use a rinse pod to see if it cleans it any better than just running normal water through. So I'm brewing the tea right now. Okay, so the tea is brewed. And this would hold true for cappuccino drinks, so you can buy cappuccino and latte K-Cups that you can run through here. And this procedure would hold true for that too. Okay, so I've got the rinse pod here. I can't find anywhere on the box where it says what's inside these. So I cut one open, and I'm not even sure what that is. But it says to use them weekly or in between flavor brews, so you don't get that carryover. So we're going to try one. We're going to take our tea K-cup out. We're going to put this in. And it says to do it on 8 ounces. Do it on the coffee setting, 8 ounces. Oh boy. That's what you get out. Kind of fizzed. So you definitely don't want to drink that because we don't know what that is. Okay, so there's that 8 ounce of rinse through there. We're just going to throw that away. Okay, so let's take the rinse pot out. We would just throw this away. I don't think there's anything left inside there. So now let's just leave this open, and I'm going to brew some hot water through here and see if that rinse pod did a better job of cleaning it. So we'll go coffee, 8 ounce. So this will be just fresh water right after the rinse. Does look pretty clean. Okay, so I read the directions, and you're supposed to do a rinse even after the rinse pod. So I'm not going to drink this one. I'll do another one of these 8 ounces. So you're supposed to do an 8 ounce rinse after that. After you use the K-cup of just water. So this is just the rinse up from the rinse, and then we'll do another one. Okay, so now I'm going to close it. We're going to do that again. And I'll give this a taste to see. So this would be 2 rinses. One with the rinse pod, one with just no pod, and now this is the 3rd one. So you use a little bit more water using the rinse pod. Okay, so I tasted this after the rinse pod, after a rinse from the rinse pod, and this tastes really good. There's no hint of any of that tea. And like I said, that tea is pretty strong. So those rinse pods work pretty good. So thank you for watching my video on how to brew a herbal tea in a K-cup. These are strong drinks. I went over how to kind of rinse the K-cup after you do a herbal tea, because somebody may be doing a coffee after you. And I briefly touched upon these rinse pods. So my videos are intended to help everyone. I hope this helped. And if you could, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.